Alright, hello everyone. Today we're going to be playing some Midweek Magic. It is Alchemy Singleton. So Alchemy is a new format, online only, in Arena where new cards were introduced into Standard that are digital only, and some cards were also modified. They were rebalanced, I think, that's the term. So we are bringing today a Monoblack deck. It's a Monoblack sacrifice deck, sort of. Kind of similar to the decks we've been playing for a lot of these events, just because we have the pieces, most of them at least, and it's a lot of fun actually. I don't know how consistent it's going to be this time around because it's a singleton format, right? So we're going to give it a whirl and see. I know the colors there said that they were white and green, but again, that's because I think there's some cards in our sideboard, some lessons that have those colors in them. So pay no mind to them. We were missing a couple key cards we'd like to have, but it's not the end of the world. My goal, as usual, is to try to build a deck, the best deck using whatever cards I have, without burning too many wild cards. I only burn a wild card if it's a card I actually do want to use in like other formats like Brawl. Alright, so our opponent's probably playing some mono white stuff, and we're kind of this is kind of annoying. Spells cast during our opponent's turn cost 1 more. I don't know what to play though. Eyetwitch or Cursebound Witch. Like, that's a really weird one. Hard to say. I'm gonna run out the Eyetwitch for now. Oh wait, this is 2 mana. My bad. I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was 1 mana. I guess that would have been too good. Oh wait, it is 1 mana. I'm just being an idiot with the powder cost there. Okay. Yeah, so what we can do here is we can, I could play Tainted Adversary, but I think I'd rather do this play where we do Swing with Eyetwitch, gain for a point of damage, and then we play Cursebound Witch and Concealing Curtains. Next turn we'll flip the Concealing Curtains, see what they have, try to pluck out something. Ooh, that's cute. Lead Spellbinder. I don't know what they're gonna snatch out of our hand. Blood on the Snow would really, wait, yeah, that's probably the right call right there. They're probably gonna go wide. You don't want any shenanigans like that. I mean, whatever. Block. Now that's a flyer that we are not able to crush through, unfortunately. What we are going to do is we are going to transform our guy. Let's see what they've got. Alright, so we get to pluck out a card and then we'll get the draw. Okay, so exile card from a graveyard. When you play a land, it shares a card type. So they don't have an extra mana right now. Let's see. Where you cast a party spell, choose a party creature card in your hand. It perpetually gets +1/+1. I think we get the Maul, the Skyclaves. That's the card that we will have a hard time interacting with in the long term. We will just crash for 3. I do like that they nerfed Luminarch Aspirant a little bit. It kind of made Those mono white decks are too good. No Crash for 4 and no blocks. We'll probably put it on their Angel of Unity. Yep, seems about right. Okay. Okay, so they've got flyers, unfortunately. As much as I want to hit their flyer, I would think we need to go after the Luminarch Aspirant. So we are gonna hit this guy. Hit him for 1. Bye-bye. Alright. Next, we are going to combat. We'll swing with Revealing Eye. For 3. The question is, what do we do now? Great treasure if we do that. Okay. What are these? That's a cleric, that's a cleric. Ooh, okay. I like the idea of drafting one of those cards. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Deadly Dispute. No, sack my dude. Huh. Did he only give you 3 choices? That's funny. Well, turns out we're gonna get this card. I don't think our opponent gets to see, which is nice. Okay, cool. Some treasure. That's nice to have. Let's see. What else do we want to do? That's got flash. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't see any reason to like kind of commit a Tainted Adversary right now, so we're just gonna pass it to them. We've got Meathook Massacre, but we have Witch's Vengeance, so we're just gonna hit clerics. That's a soldier. Okay, so that's got lifelink. Ooh, that's brutal. Good life swing for them. Let's see. I forgot that's got height. Some pretty high toughness there. 5, 6. Okay. Okay, we really want 1 more mana. We're just gonna keep smacking with our Revealing Eye. Okay, so next we are going to play. Well, we gotta do Witch's Vengeance here, I think. Yeah, we're gonna hit clerics. All right, and that'll be it. Hopefully we can draw land. That costs 5 mana, so it'll take a while for them to do that. Each player can cast more than once, but then base land your opponent control and the battlefield tapped. Okay. Alright, here's where I just throw my guy under the bus. I'm not really sure what card I'd want to draw. I really just want to draw a land, so that way we can play the Midweek Massacre. I guess we just gotta roll with this one. Oh, cool! We got the land after all. Okay, sweet. Let's see. Play the land. 6, 7. Okay. Okay, we will do this. Midweek Massacre for 5. Get a little bit of life back. That thing's got a flash. So we know our opponent has cards in their hand. The question is, oh, that's a big dragon. And it dies. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got no choice. We're gonna have to make them do. We're gonna have force. They force us to remove it, and they're gonna draw a card. Gotta do what we gotta do. Ooh, that's a guy that's very difficult to get rid of. Okay, so I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna grab that one lesson that grabs me a land from my deck, Environmental Sciences. Okay. Could always get necrotic fumes, actually. Zap that guy. Fleeting Spirit's a problem. Fleeting Spirit's such a problem. I'm not sure if I can deal with that, really. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Where's Environmental Sciences? There it is, okay. We gain some life. We'll play our land. Then we'll play Sanguine Brushstroke. It's a new card. We will conjure a card named Blood Artist onto the battlefield, which is pretty cool. Okay. Okay, so open information right now. Let's see. We're gonna block on the ground like this. Target player loses 1 life. Okay, so yeah, making sure I read that correctly. Oh, it gets counter. All abilities get counter too. Oh snap. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? That's something, all right. Yeah. Let's see. What's something spicy in our graveyard we can grab back? We got kind of nothing. Actually, that's kind of sad. Okay, so for starters, I'm gonna do this. There's no really good lines here, I don't think. I'm just gonna... just blood on the snow. Alright, destroy all creatures. Pay with all that mana. Now, they could choose to blink, or... this will cost them their card in their hand. Cemetery Protector. Okay, so they opted to not blink. What do you know? Okay. What is this gonna do? Make humans? Okay. I kinda don't care, so... how are we going to try to win the game here? I think we want Eyetwitch. So they all get countered, blah blah blah. Okay. We'll gain a life. We gain some life and they'll lose a life. Okay. That's got flash, that's gonna be a 4/5. Bigger than all my dudes. Let's see. Tainted Adversary, I'm gonna kick twice, so I'm gonna make 4 zombies next turn. Probably. This has been a kind of a grindy game, but that's pretty much what you expect out of this kind of deck here. And we do have a clutch effect with Sanguine Brushstroke. I think this is the only thing that creates blood tokens in our deck. But we can sack it since each opponent loses a life and we gain a life, so... it dances around their stupid card. That counter his abilities. Oh, that's annoying. Whenever you or another permanent you control becomes a target of a spell or ability, counter it. So it's not only... effect. There are very few effects that counter stuff that target the player like this, but also the fact that it says abilities too. It's wild. Oof. What did he exile? He exiled a sorcery? Why? Whenever you play a land or cast a spell that shares if it shares a card type with the exiled card. Okay, whatever. Okay. Sure thing, pal. Let's see. I'm playing that for sure. They know I have this, so I'm just probably gonna play it. Well, I do have 1 mana to crack the blood tokens. That's nice. You know what? I'm just gonna crack the blood token and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna give you a necromancer. Necromancer's not useful. Crack. Do that. Ooh, that's neat. But not good right now. Alright, so I'm gonna play Tainted Adversary. Kick this thing twice. Autopay. Let's make him go on the defensive here. You can't kill me this turn. We're gonna get 4 triggers of our zombies dying. Which would mean that they'll take an automatic 4 damage from Sanguine Brushstroke. So that's 4 plus another 1 in air with Eyetwitch, so that's 5 damage. Or they do that. Or they just blow up everything and we just start over. Okay. That happened. Okay. I think we still get it. We still got this one right here, so we'll just get Pest Summoning. I guess might as well do level 3. Well, that's useless right now. Break expectations. That's okay. That means we got Jadar. We got Pest Summoning. 2 dudes. End the turn. Play a zombie. Yep. I don't see where our opponent gets out of this now. Unless there's another board wipe, which would then spell their doom. So, whatever. Okay. Alright, swing like this. Oh, whoops. I forgot. That's a thing. Yeah. Make another dude. I could just use Flunk and kill one of our guys. That is a play. I could do that. Alright, wow, we did it. Our opponent got real aggro. Man, Luminarch's Aspirant, even when it's nerfed, is still tough to deal with. And Elite Spellbinder sure set us back. I mean, making our Blood in the Snow cost 8 mana, so we took a while, but we got there eventually. I think we made the right plays. Obviously we won, so I guess we did make the right... I think we made some right plays, but... yeah, that was getting really tight. But the Blood in the Snow, clearing the board up there, really helped. We could have killed him sooner if they didn't play this. Gosh. Ah, man. That... countering our abilities, unless we pay 1 for each of them. So each trigger of Blood Artist, we have to pay 1 extra mana. That's pretty annoying to deal with. But, okay. We got it. All that incidental life gain really came in handy. That's for sure. What's our prize? Hello? Oh, nice. I think this is my first copy of Egon, God of Death. That's pretty cool. Well, that was an extremely grindy game, but we got that one, and that was awesome. Okie dokie, what do we have here? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, we can run with this. I like starting off with Shambling Ghast. Concealing Curtains not necessary really until later. Ooh, well, it might be on the same stuff here. Spicy. Okay. Alright, I'm not afraid. Okie dokie. Create treasure. That's pretty cool. Okay. Honestly, I think the next thing we do is we just slap this bad boy on them. What are you gonna do if they're Monoblack? They're kind of screwed. There's only like one answer. Oh, never mind. They're white. Never mind. I think they will have answers. It's gonna take them a while. I play Concealing Curtain. Yes. Maybe I should play Hacker-Mauling. Whatever. Keep some drain gaining. Seems like they got an answer. Oh, never mind, they don't. That's a vampire rogue. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna kill that thing. And you know what? We're just gonna activate this. Take a peek at their hand. What do they got? Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Okay, so they don't got that. Got Westgate Regent. Okay, so they have removal spells, so it's inevitable that our guy is gonna die. Kaya in the long term is gonna be the most annoying card, so we're gonna hit that. We're gonna play this face down. We're gonna hit them for 3. Okie dokie, that's okay with us. We'll keep punching. I'm gonna sack that guy, draw some cards. Nice, nice. We'll keep doing our thing. I'm gonna sack our Eyetwitch here. Target player. That's me. I wanna draw some cards. I think I want this. Yeah, I want that. Oh, huh. Gotta cost 3 mana. Never mind. Let's see what. Yeah, might as well play. Let's play Valky and see what happens. Oh, we got him! We got him! Yeah! Alright! We did it! Oh, yeah, Valor's Stance doesn't hit any of our creatures. They got Skullport. I mean, I guess they got Lolth. Oh, I mean, they had Lolth. I think they could have been fine. If they draw a land, that is. But yeah, we would have hit Westgate region, no doubt about it. Keep them off that. I thought they conceded it too early there. I mean, it could have been a game. I have Hero's Downfall to hit their Lolth, I guess, but game was far from over, honestly. I mean, it's an uphill battle for our opponent. We had like Turgid's Shadow in the back as well to keep things going. We got Introduction Prophecy, another land drop, you know. Yeah, I'm running Valky. Just because for stuff like this, you know, it picks a card out of their hand, you know, eats out removal, but also with a couple of treasures I can create, I can maybe cast Tybalt. It's not as easy because we only have a few cards that can create those treasures, like Shambling Ghast. I think our opponent prematurely blocked with Eyetwitch. I don't think that was a smart move. I don't know what their hand was like at the time, but I guess they really wanted Environmental Sciences to get that land. But the fact that we just whipped out that what was it? Where is that guy? Curse Leeches on turn 2 is pretty brutal, I think. I mean, it only ate 2 points of damage off of them. Did 2 damage, we gained 2 life, but also like it turned into a creature. He ate a removal spell, so it did a little bit of work. I mean, didn't do too much, but the fact is that we were just putting so much pressure on our opponent with these bodies. Like, I think at the same time I had a 3/4 menace as well, which I just, you know, sacked into Village Rites in response to their removal spell. So we just had a pretty, I think, solid game. I think we could have had a pretty good game if we played it out, but I guess our opponent just did not want to deal with a tough battle. I'm okay with that, considering how long our last game was. Claim prize. Oh, claim our prize here. Oh, look at that, Tobar. Cool. Alright. Let's see if our deck can do stuff again. This is really cool. This red 7. This is okay. It's very top heavy with Necromancer and Professor Onyx. Honestly, I've never, even in like Brawl, like I know it's hard to stick anything in Brawl, but like Necromancer has like not really done much for me at all. Like it's almost always gets like removed from the field immediately. I mean, it's good that it warrants such respect, but it's not impactful from the get-go, unfortunately. Like, you need so much mana, like 4 mana to play the Necromancer, like maybe at least 2 mana for a removal spell, and then more mana so that you can cast the creature with however much it costed. So I don't like that Lily's in our opening hand. It's not ideal. Soul Shatter's fine. Turn 2, we're gonna play Novice Occultist. We're on the play. We're on the draw. Sorry. So not ideal. Our opponent mulligans. Boros? No, Boros stuff. We'll play Novice Occultist. The idea is that we're going to just try to trade favorably as much as possible. Oh, never mind. Naya stuff. Okay. So, this warrants my respect. I'm going to kill that thing. I don't want them to generate mana quickly like that. It's effectively killing a dork. Join the dance. Interesting card. We're just gonna play Novice Occultist. Pass it to them. What kind of deck is this? It's like Naya humans? We're not drawing our basics, which is a problem. We're drawing lands. Yeah, this continues to be a problem. Ooh. That Howlpack Piper can get really nasty real fast. I don't want him to flip it, so I'm going to cast my guy, and I'm going to pass it. Concealing Curtain. Ooh, Thalia. That's brutal. Augur Vibes. Ooh. Tapping that too. Okay. Oh boy, this is not good, guys. Oh well. Oh man, we allowed him to transform his wolf. Yeah, this is, I think, over. I don't see a way we get out of this. We need like 4 more lands. Okay. Oh my goodness, all this gas. Yeah, we're gonna take the hit from that. Okay. Just block like that. Alright. Slap these guys down. I don't think there's a way we get out of this, man. I don't think we add Shadow's Verdict. These are humans, right? Every single one of humans? Okay, there is like one out, I think. But we need to really dig hard for that out. We're just giving our opponents so much gas right now. I hate passing it like this. Oh, Ava Bruck. Caretaker is brutal. Oh my goodness. Other members you control have hexproof. Beginning your gun. Each creature you control. Oh jeez, we're dead. We're dead. Okay, I've seen enough. Yeah, a game like this was bound to happen. I mean, I guess it was if we drew our lands each turn, we probably could have Blood on the Snow there and stabilized. Okay, I like this hand. Shambling Ghast, Plumb the Forbidden, removal spell. Lolth to play in the later turns. Not too shabby. Man, Plumb the Forbidden is one heck of a card. You can sacrifice any number of creatures as additional cost, so your opponent can't respond to that part right there. It's an automatic sack outlet for 2 mana, and you get to draw a ton of cards. Oh, look at that! They're on Shambling Ghast. Nice. Okay. I think, yeah, we just did this. Shambling Ghast. Yeah, we're not blocking that because we don't want them to get treasure. Oh, look at that. They're on black and white. No blocks. We're not blocking. Look at them in their fancy art. What do I want to do now? I want to... attack. I'm just gonna pass it. I know I could have gotten a 1 point of free damage here, but My line right now is thinking I could block the Shambling Ghast, sack it, -1 their Shade. Sack it to Plumb the Forbidden. Yep. So I'm gonna go to blocks, block like this. One block. Plumb the Forbidden. Yep, sack a creature. One of these. God. What I love about this deck is there's so many cool lines. All these neat synergies. Okay. Alright. Alright, next turn we can play Cursebound Witch. Environmental Science is what they got. Okay. I'm drawing our lands, so that's a good thing. We're gonna play Cursebound Witch. And I don't think we really need to play anything. I'd rather not play Tainted Adversary until we really need to. There's nothing that says we really need it out on the board. I'd rather keep a power word kill. Yeah. Yeah, let the if he decides to swing out for some reason, I will take the point of damage. Nope. Not dealing with that. Last thing we want to do is give them that extra treasure to get a turn 5 or 5 mana play right now. Yep, that's fine. Whatever. Okie dokie. Whatever. Environmental Sciences? Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's a dragon. This thing, power word kill cannot kill that thing, which is a problem. That's a 3/4. Okay. So I'm trying to think ahead of time here. Next turn I'm going to play Lolth Spider Queen. I want to make sure I have enough protection for it so that it doesn't get wrecked. So what I think I need to do is I'm going to Blood Chief Thirst their Skyclave Shade first. It's very inefficient. But I think I can do that. And then keep a power word kill to kill their Skyclave Shade if they decide to cast it. Not gonna block once again. Nope. No blocks. Pass. Uh-oh, that's an angel. That's a problem for us. Oh, pooey, that's a problem. That sure is a problem. Okay, yikes. Okay.
You require my aid? My power is for annihilation.
Well, I guess Blood Chief's thirsting there was a bad idea. I was not expecting Liesa. I guess regardless of what happens here, the spider's gonna die. Unless they decide to create a treasure. Oh shit! Ah, my stuff gets exiled! Oh, that's the extra annoying thing about Liesa. Ah, dang, man. That kind of matters. That's a god. Okay. Okay. So I have 3. Okay, so I can kill the god and Liesa. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a card.
Oh yes, I know the knowledge you seek.
No attacks, end of turn. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okie dokie, so they're swinging a pest here. Okay. Gotta do it this way. Pass the blocks. Alright. I'm gonna block like such. Block as such. Okay. 2 blockers. Parasitic Grasp. I'm gonna try to finish off this Liesa. Okay, and now we are going to kill one of these things. It's gonna be the god. I can tell the god's gonna be pretty annoying. Let's see, Jadar is life.
My hatred lives.
Okay, nice. We can do this. We can do this. And yeah, we just keep everything back. Let's see. Block like this, block like that. Alright.
Subservience will be rewarded.
Okay, so what does our opponent want to do now here? They still have cards. I'm trying to deal with this dragon eventually, which I flunk for. Ugh. Maria call. No, angels have indestructible until your next turn. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm gonna draw a card, lose a life.
Good
Okay,
minions
that
are
did not
loyal.
help.
And deadly.
How much mana do I have? 2, 4, 6, 6. That means I have 8 mana to do this many times. That's pretty sweet. Attacks. Okay, so I will go down to 12. I lose a lot of life. I really want to do Fell Stinger, but I don't think it's the move here, so I think they're gonna go after Lolth first. So that's what I'm gonna do.
My web again. Aren't I generous?
Okay, so what's more problematic right now? We're just gonna use Flunk to kill this Angel Warrior. We've got outs, we just gotta find them. Do that. So 9 mana, 5. Okay. Let's see what happens when I do this. I'm gonna sack one of our zombies. Target player, that's me. 2 cards, use 2 life. That means I'll draw 3 cards instead. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Specimens, and then we're gonna do necrotic fumes. Okay. Oof, this is tight. We're still not accounting for the fact that they still have, yep, that dragon. Which dungeon are they gonna go into? Probably the one where they get Scry 1, I guess. The one that everyone does. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this got First Strike and Death Touch. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, for my first trick, I was debating about doing this ability here, block like this, but I'm a little scared because I lose 2 life from Melancholy Bird, 2 life from this, and then it puts me at such a low life total. I'm gonna do the safe play right here, which is this and this. Such a dangerously low life total here. Okay. We've got Sorin. Gonna make a bat. Or a vampire.
Bloody righteous. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Okay. I'm gonna finally swing with some creatures. I'm not overlooking anything, right? Okay, yeah. You lose 2 life. Okay. Okay, sure. Draw a card. We'll make them sack those creatures. That's scary. Let's reveal the top. Let's look at the top card. Oh, decline! We must decline. Okay.
My ways are not for the weak.
Oh boy, how many creatures do we have in our graveyard? We got a 1/1. We got a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop. That's it. Huh. Okay. Okay. Let's not animate this guy and start pressuring in finally. Okay, what's the card that we don't want them to grab back ever again? It's probably this one. Please, 5 mana. I'm just gonna pass. What the heck is this? That thing's an angel? Guess I called the wrong thing. It's not gonna matter. I'm just gonna blow everything up again. Destroy all creatures. Yep, destroy all creatures. Alright, let's go ahead and grab back both.
You could have such power, but you are too weak to take it.
Let's just secure this one in the bag. Let's just get Introduction to Annihilation. Let's go ahead and just bring out 2, 3.
I bring my own army.
Let's bring out a big body. Bring out some dudes.
And I,
gonna pass.
the generous one.
It's been one heck of a game right here. I've been on the back burner the entire time, and this could be it for our opponent. Gonna animate. Let's go ahead and start putting pressure in. Okay, let's see. Guess that's the next threatening thing.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Go, my children.
Man, if I... Alright, we got this! We did it! We did it! We did it! With 1 life! Oh! Oh man, that required such careful gameplay right there, but our walkers carried us there. Getting some card advantage, getting some creatures, blood on the snow, just, jeez, wow. Morbid Opportunist was a card that was originally not in the deck, at least the deck list I pulled. I made a lot of modifications, and I was like, why is Morbid Opportunist not in the deck? So I just threw it in because there's so many ways creatures die. You can initiate it with your own ways, like with Village Rites, sacrificing your guys, blocking, just chump blocking with like Eyetwitch, killing your opponent's creatures with removal spells, board wipes, like being able to draw all those cards is so important. Like Morbid Opportunist is insane with this kind of deck right here, and we saw it. We drew how many cards, and eventually our opponent just ran out of steam, and we had a fresh hand at the end of that game right there. Morbid Opportunist is a huge reason why I love this kind of deck right here. So many cool synergies, so much value. Ultimately grinded our opponent, but we really had to work for that. We had to work for that victory, and I feel very satisfied with that. That was pretty awesome. Claim our prize. Our opponent played pretty well. There might have been one thing that they could have done differently, but I can't remember what it is. Ooh, we get special art for Death Cat Blade. That's nice. Okay, well, that's that deck. I'm gonna run through the card by card real quick. Let's see, Monoblack Alchemy. It's a really fun deck. I mean, we got Singleton, so we're gonna have to do one by one. So bear with me here. We got Blood Chief Stirs, good removal, Break Expectations. It wasn't in the deck originally, but I figured this is nice to have. Most of the time, you're gonna reveal almost your opponent's entire hand, and if they don't reveal anything, most likely it's a land. There aren't gonna be many like 1-mana spells like our deck will have. Now, of course, we can probably tell that they probably have a couple in their hand, but they probably will dump those out early on in the game, so they won't have them anymore. But it's not impossible. Like they could still be keeping up like Village Rites, but it's nice to have hand knowledge. And the card that they're gonna draft with Break Expectations is not honestly good. Like, you look at these cards, like most of the time we're gonna pick out a card way better than any of these right here. Like, we're gonna pick out a removal spell, Planeswalker, a big bomb. Like, look at these cards, like, and you have to choose 3 of these that are gonna be selected at random, so not ideal for our opponent. Let's see, Concealing Curtains wasn't in a deck originally again, but I like this kind of like early game threat. Nice body, so it soaks up a lot of damage, honestly. It's 0-4. I mean, it will really, like, muddle up the ground, and then it turns into a 3/4 menace creature, so it's hard to block, and it will pressure in some damage. And you pick out a card from your opponent's hand too. I mean, you had to get to draw a card after that, but hand knowledge is so important. You get to figure out how to play around their stuff, especially with this kind of deck where you have to decide whether you want to keep up mana for your removal spells or for your, sacrifice shenanigans. It's nice to figure out how to like sequence out your turns after you get some knowledge of their hand. We got Cursebound Witch. It's a card that will replace itself when it dies. You get something. So, Witch's Cauldron honestly is really synergistic with the deck as we saw. A sack outlet that gains some life and draws a card. The gaining life part, incidental life gain, is really important. Witch's Vengeance is a nice little board wipe for, again, especially brutal against the tribal decks. Witch's Coven, it's a sack outlet, not fantastic, but like it does the job. Witch's Cottage can be clutch, key. This is just a terrible body. Witch Curse of Leeches is actually kind of neat. Cauldron Familiar, I mean, it has a one-time use and that's about it. I don't think we're gonna use it. Black Cat, I mean, it's a body. That thing, let's see, enters the battlefield. I mean, drains, does the job. Unwilling Ingredient's kind of neat. It's just a body, and then you can actually, like, exile from the graveyard to draw a card and lose a life. Expanding that. Why is that there? Now this is pretty cool. Cruel Reality. That'd be pretty hilarious to ever pull that one off. Torment of Scarabs is also actually a win condition as well. Trespasser's Curse is very obnoxious for your opponent, especially if they're playing like a very creature-heavy deck. So and the longer the game goes, the more likely you're gonna win. This card is pretty brutal. Yeah. So there's a lot of different really cool cards you can grab with Cursebound Witch. There's only a few cards that are just like actually just kind of bad. Worst case scenario is like it's a card. It replaces itself. It's a 1-drop too for 1/2, so it will soak up like the 1 toughness creatures, pretty nicely on the ground. Eyetwitch, I mean, self-explanatory. 1/1 flyer when it dies, learn. So get yourself any of those spells. It's a really good card for this kind of deck. Forsworn Paladin, we didn't see it, but it can be a legitimate win condition, and this is a way to also create treasures and kind of ramp a little bit, and we can use those treasures to give our creatures death touch. So we have a lot of small things, a lot of 1-power stuff, but to give them that little bit of death touch right there and trade with your opponent's bombs is pretty important. Malika Rebirth, I mean, you can play as land, or you can reanimate your thing, and it's pretty important in a deck where like there's a lot of like sacrifice shenanigans going on. I think it's pretty neat to have. We saw it used in last game where I just brought back the Morbid Opportunist, but I did that instead of the 3/2 Death Touch that has Exploit, because had I done that and had I decided to exploit, I would have been down to 1 life, and that would have been very dangerous. So I opted to just go with a safe play where I just guaranteed kill their creature, made sure they only had their angel, and then if they try to animate their dragon the next turn, I just kill both of their creatures. So our opponent, I think, made the right moves, but we just had the correct answers against their threats, and it was pretty clutch. Shambling Ghast, I mean, this was incredible, honestly, the games that it appeared in, like, especially turn 1, because, it'll eat up those creatures, -1/-1, and it also can ramp, self-explanatory right there. Village Rites, is a nice little sack outlet as well. You can sometimes eat up your opponent's removal spell, bait it out, and draw some cards. Warlock class, we didn't see this one, but it's nice card advantage right here, and a win condition with if you get to level 3. Deadly Dispute, similar reason with Village Rites, except that you can actually sacrifice an artifact too. So if you got like an extra treasure or something, you can sacrifice that, and then it replaces itself. You create another treasure. Flunk, removal spell, hunt for specimens, it's a way to make a body but also learn, and learning is pretty important because it gets you to those like answers you might need, the niche answers. We'll get to those in a moment. Infernal Grasp, removal, Jadar, another way to make bodies. We didn't really see that come up until like towards the end of that second game, I think, where we just started creating like bodies that just finish off our opponent. Novice Occultist, nice little 2-drop that replaces itself and works well with other like sack shenanigans and whatnot. Parasite Grasp, I think I like this card because It's kind of like that. Gosh, what was that one card from Kaladesh? I'm trying to remember what it was, but it literally does the same thing for 3 mana. And against the humans deck, it costs 1 less. So deals 3 damage to target creature. Gaining to 3 life is pretty important, I think, and it really came in clutch against our third opponent because we didn't really have a clean way of dealing with Liesa, so we had to block with our 2/1 Spider and then slap the Parasitic Grasp on it. Wasn't the prettiest way, but it got the job done, and I'm glad we were able to pull it off. Plumb the Forbidden, I think, is so good for this kind of deck. A free sack outlet, basically, for 2 mana. Or not free, but, like, it can sacrifice so many creatures and draw a ton of cards. Just so much value you can generate off of that. Powered kill, removal again, Tainted Adversary. Nice, can be a way to kind of finish your opponent off. I don't like to play it super early unless you really need to stick a body. Valky only came up once, and that was our opponent pretty much scooped because we were about to steal their bomb. But it's nice to get hand information, but also, Tibble, being able to cast Tibble is pretty sweet. Curse of Leeches, kind of self-explanatory, drains, and then if your opponent doesn't cast spells, you get a 4/4 big bomb, so that's pretty neat with lifelink too. Fell Stinger, another way to sacrifice stuff. It's got Death Touch, so it's pretty. You can deal with your opponent's bombs too, and it's pretty sizable. So if your opponent has nothing on the board, it'll start smacking in for a good deal of damage. Here's Downfall, that's removal. Morbid Opportunist, one of the best cards in the deck. You turn every removal spell into removal and draw a card. Like, that's just incredible. And then, or just chump block all your sack shenanigans, like I explained before already. Like, that's just amazing what this card can do. How many cards do we draw with this guy on the battlefield? Sanguine Brushstroke, I like it. Again, it synergizes with the deck, especially if you can get the Blood Artist. Blood Artist synergizes with the deck, right? With all the sack shenanigans going on. And I mean, that blood token thing only came up like once. It's kind of like a neat thing, but really we're playing this just to get a Blood Artist, because it's not legal in Standard. Skullport Merchant is another sack outlet as well. Again, it helps us draw cards. We didn't see that card though. Soul Shatters removal. Crippling Fear is kind of like a mini board wipe, targeted board wipe, where we can potentially save some of our creatures or whatever we have on the battlefield. Dragguard Necromancer never really came up again, but it's a way to like steal your opponent's creatures if they don't have an answer for it, and then we can start playing their stuff. Good card advantage. Hogger Mauling removal, but it's also land. Sorin the Mirthless is kind of like not really win condition, but it just generates advantage if left unchecked. And came in clutch down the stretch in that last game there. Lolth, is just a good card for this deck. It's kind of like one of the key cards of the deck, really. Turgrid's Shadow, just remove. I'm glad I added this in. It wasn't in the deck originally. I figured this is a good way to dance around like hexproof and indestructible creatures, because there's a few of those around. Like there was that 1/4/4 hexproof creature, and if your opponent's somehow running the that indestructible squirrel, that's another thing too. So just a way to kind of like get around that kind of stuff. And we don't mind sacrificing our own stuff because most of the time our stuff has death triggers or something like that. Or if we don't have anything on the board, even better. Blood on the Snow. How many times this has saved our butts in like 2 of our games. Just being able to stabilize and stick one of our big walkers or creatures. It's pretty important. Professor Onyx, we didn't see that, but of course you can see how this is going to be a good card. It's just a good card regardless. Midweek Massacre, kind of win condition. Board wipe as well, really good. Agadeem's Awakening. I don't get why this wasn't in the deck originally. It's literally just a swamp. Yeah, they would pay 3 life, so it's a land. I always replace a land with this card, and then it's a reanimation spell when you need it to be, and it's amazing. Like, how many things we can get in graveyard. Like, we have a lot of 1-drops, 2-drops, 3-drops. Like, we can reanimate at least 3 to 4 things with this card. Like, last game we could have done that, but there was no reason to do that, so I just kept smacking in with our animated land. Hive the Eye Tyrant. Exiling is pretty important because remember there was that 3/1 with landfall that can come back from be cast from the graveyard, basically. So that we could use this to exile stuff like that, or any like flashback spells or something that might be printed in the graveyard. All the Snow Swamps. We got Faceless Haven, and I have 1 Field of Ruin because our opponents are going to be playing these man lands right here, and it's nice to have like an extra way to deal with them. because sorcery speed removal doesn't deal with that. Board wipes don't deal with it, but Field of Ruin can deal with it. So that is one thing. Yeah, and that is the deck. It's mono black alchemy. It's a sacrifice deck, just like a lot of the other decks I've played in the past in all these different midweek Magic events. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed this deck. It was pretty fun. But yeah, thanks for watching.